Drizzy Drake, the menace, he struck overnight with this new Kendrick diss track that has AI on it. Drake has been trying to bait Kendrick into responding quickly, and that is giving some strong 50 vibes the way in which he is trolling so hard. But let me talk about the production here real quick. We get some playful West Coast keys and crunchy bass that gives the track that aftermath era feel. Overall, it's a dope West Coast sounding instrumental. On this track, which is entitled Tailor Made Freestyle, Drake is rapping 3 verses, one of himself, the other 2 from the perspective of Pac and Snoop. And this idea of rapping from the perspective of 2 other people, it is creative. It's not like it hasn't been done before, but it does show some level of creativity, wit, and quirkiness on Drake's part. And the Pac and Snoop verses are amusing since Drake has both Pac and Snoop giving words of encouragement to Kendrick to respond back quickly so that he doesn't make the whole West Coast look bad. Like, this whole thing, it's silly. It's diabolical. It sounds like Drake has a little bit too much time on his hands, but the choice of Pac and Snoop, it makes perfect sense since they are 2 of Kendrick's biggest influences. However, the issue that I do have with these 2 verses is that Drake uses AI for Pac and Snoop's voices, and I found that to be corny. Instead of using the AI generated voices, I feel it would have been better if he just would have tried to imitate Pac or Snoop, or done an impression, or switched his voice up some way. That way it wouldn't have been artificial and just would have felt more real. But I guess I'm just not a big AI person. Like, it's all gotta be real for me. I don't even buy replica shoes or replica jewelry. If I can't afford the real thing, I'm not gonna wear it. Also, some folks are probably gonna be pretty angry here since Pac's voice was used. But as far as Drake's 3rd verse was concerned, it was pretty dope. Talking about how he wrote the Push-Ups diss track in only an hour or 2, but the following bars were hard and pretty funny. Since like that, your tone changed a little. You not as enthused. How you not in the booth? It felt like you kind of removed. You trying to let this shit die down. Nah. Not this time, dude. You following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the F is taking so long? We waiting on you. Look, these lines are amusing, no doubt about it. And if you are of the mindset that responding quickly in a battle means a whole lot, then they're gonna resonate with you even more. Altogether, this is a funny diss track, and it does show Drake's strength for responding quickly, but I don't personally think that Kendrick needs to feel pressured to respond on Drake's time. Kendrick seems like he's the type to move to his own drum and to respond whenever he feels like it. But to be fair, this exchange does show that Drake seems to be an innately faster writer than Kendrick. However, I'm still of the mindset that it's more about the quality of the diss than how quickly a person replies. I mean, think back to the Nas and Hove beef where Nas took, 6 months to drop Ether, and it devastated Jay. Because if you remember, prior to Ether, there was the narrative that Jay was more of a talented battle rapper, and a lot of folks saw him as winning until Nas came with that, and then the narrative changed. So Kendrick, he could be taking a page from Nas's playbook and taking his time to pen a real body bag diss record. Or perhaps he's just waiting until his album is supposed to come out in May, as they just recently announced, and perhaps it has disses all throughout. But yeah, I honestly don't feel that Kendrick should feel pressured to respond to a diss track ASAP. But again, overall with this song, I thought it had a dope instrumental. It was creative, since he was rapping from the perspective of 2 other people, but the AI voices did make it corny for me. Although this track does show Drake's confidence right now, it's really high. His hunger and his ability to jab quickly, I just think it would have been stronger without the AI. But let me know your thoughts below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm out.